Back at another game. Lethal Mindset, what's going on? Lethal Team. Now, of course, I'm going to keep saying Lethal Team, but of course, this is Bankhead Bullies by RDH Hope. As you can see, when we play against a team that walks in with all that swag, they got best jerseys. Well, I kind of like their jerseys, that's what I'll say. They got some good jerseys, and you pretty much can look at them and tell that they're serious, you know. Normally, when you match up, you don't really get all the best teams just simply because the best teams are matching up, playing against other teams. But, you know, every once in a while you do get a decent match in here and you just try to win them. You're not going to win every game, but you know, if you got a good five and you feel like your five can compete against anybody, it shouldn't matter who you play against at all. So the big thing about this particular game, which I'm going to go into more depth about a ton of different things, but the biggest thing about this game is that shooting guard is step your game up. All right, now I'm going to go into full depth about it. So, nation or step your game up, that's what this gamer tag is. I typically do not try to play team games with them. All right. Play some 3v3, play some rec games, but that's normally about it. Or like if we play regular 2K or something, we'll play that. But when it comes to this competition aspect of a team game, I typically don't play with him. The reason being is because he's an alpha personality. I'm an alpha personality. I'm very ball dominant. He's very ball dominant. It does not work out well. I tell people all the time when they try to like get other guys to play, I will not work out well with another point guard. The reason why I don't work out well with another point guard is typically they're not better than me. They can't pass the way I can. So when I say they're not better than me, I'm a better defender, even if I'm not a better scorer, because I don't shoot the ball, but I'm a better defender and better playmaker. And because I don't really shoot the ball, it's very hard for me to play with another guy who's out there setting the table. Because the shot attempts that you guys get when I run point guard, I'm not going to get that if I don't play. You know, if somebody else plays point guard. It's just the honest to God truth. I think the one time I played with It's Josh, which is Jew and Blaze's boy, I liked him at point guard. I thought he was pretty good. He was a very efficient shooting. He's a pretty good passer. And because he was so good at scoring and passing, you know, we can get out on opponents and his defensive woes won't show up as much. But playing with Step Your Game Up, if Step Your Game Up played the way I wanted him to play, if he played within the system, he would score probably about 30 points per game. Anywhere from 25 to 30 points per game, he would be the team's leading scorer if he just played within the system. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all he's going to score 30 every single game, but he's going to average about 30 points. I mean, like the one game he don't do it is just because, you know, somebody else has just gotten so many open looks that they're the leading scorer. But more than likely, that's how good he is. He can score 30, he can score 40. He plays defense. He does everything you want him to do from a player standpoint. But for a teammate standpoint, it's not the case. The biggest reason why we even played with him now, and I was telling the co-captain RDH Hawk this, is because I'm not going to be here next season. Like next year, well, next 2K cycle, I'm not going to be here for that. So Step Your Game Up is going to be the point guard. And I don't know how the team feels about him on the point guard. I'm pretty sure everybody just kind of plays, but I've seen the games that y'all play where he's ran point, and I seen the results. Like, to be honest with y'all kind of lost to a couple of teams that y'all should have easily beat. Now, y'all see when y'all had me at point guard, we get out here beating everybody, winning by double digits. I'm dropping triple doubles left and right. And it's all smooth. I mean, everybody's getting good shot attempts. Everybody's confidence is up, and y'all defense has been stellar. Y'all have to be able to do the same thing when King or Step Your Game Up is there to run point. Now, the best thing I think y'all can do is lead Nation at the 2 and let King run point, and y'all just split between them two, taking possessions who's going to bring the ball up the floor. But y'all have to understand they have scorers' mindsets. So y'all shot attempts ain't going to be what y'all used to getting right now. There's nobody y'all going to find that's going to pass the ball like I can because I sacrifice shooting so you guys can shoot. If you got a guard that isn't sacrificing shooting, guess what? Y'all going to get less shots. That's the way the game is made. That's how the meta is ran right now. So that's how most people are going to play. Not saying these guys are ball hogs and nothing like that. That's just the way the game is. If you play against really good defenses, they have to be more aggressive trying to score. I mean, that's kind of my mentality. We play against these good defenses, I'm trying to score the ball. And because I try to score the ball, that's what gets you guys open. The difference is they can do it from the three-point line, which I can't do. So with him being the alpha, me being the alpha, I mean, we have played over time, and at one point in time, our chemistry was really good. Is when we was in 2K19 is when we first met Dynasty. And it was me at the 1, Nation at the 2, Reggie at the 3, T-Will at the 4, and Dynasty at the 5.
Keep in square.
And that team was just as good as any team. At that point, Nation had a pure sharpshooter. 16.
Damn, I didn't think it was going to go.
And this is kind of when we was going with the whole, everybody be between 6'9" and 6'10", when, that was kind of the meta. But he had a pure sharpshooter. I had my two-way point forward. RDH Hawk had a
many things
sharpshooting slasher. T-Will had a sharpshooting defender, and Dynasty had a pure rim protector, but for some reason he could shoot threes consistently from the corner. And I'm telling y'all, wouldn't nobody if RDH Hawk would have never left for recruiting school, that team was that good. Couldn't ask for anything more, but once he left, he lost his character, and that was the end of that. And ever since then, we tried to make it work, but me and Step Your Game Up just don't mesh well. The reason why we don't mesh well, honestly, though, is because we both want to do the same thing. And I just think from a point guard's perspective, I'm better. I'm not necessarily even saying I'm better than him as a player at this point, because I respect the hell out of his game. But when it comes to being a point guard and a floor general, I'm better there. But he's a very good passer. He's a very good scorer. He's a really good defender. Good IQ. So, there's not really a knock on him from a talent standpoint as an individual player. It's just when it comes to team, I mean, y'all will see he's going to run point. It's probably going to be a little bit more about him than it is team. And for me, all I care about is team. And that, like I told you guys, I'm going to be honest about it. That just is what it is. I'm trying to make it work now. Hopefully, if we play more and we can consistently keep winning, he'll buy into the whole team thing. But y'all have to understand, the harder the competition, the tougher it is for Nation. And that's just the truth. That's the way it's been over the years. The tougher the competition, if we get a team that's really good that can play some defense, that's where y'all see his discipline go out the window. And that's the thing I couldn't live with. Because if you ask him to do something he don't want to do or he's not comfortable doing at that point, he will shut down and it becomes something that's way bigger than what it's supposed to be. Like me, I'm the team captain. If I ask any of you guys to do something or if I'm telling you guys to do something, trust me, it's only to enhance our chances of winning. I'm never going to tell you guys to do something that I don't believe you're capable of. You know, if I tell you to take a certain shot, it's a reason why I want you to take that certain shot. And that should just kind of, to be honest with you, it should be the end of it. Like, I feel like at this point I done proved this system works and that we can win a lot of games with it. So if I ask something of you, it's not in a malicious way. I don't yell at you guys. I do not talk to y'all the way I hear other team captains talk to their team. Like the way I hear a lot of those guys talk to their teammates is bad. And to be honest with you, they're coming from a place that I'm talking about where you're just trying to enhance your chances of winning. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say you guys suck or you can't do this, can't do that. I'm way better than you are. I don't do that. And you will never hear me talk like that. I know I'm the best player on the court, no matter who's on it. But I'm never going to talk to you because I respect the hell out of every player. Now that we didn't got that out the way with step your game up, that's kind of what the next thing is. You guys have to learn how to respect your opponents. You have to. You know, it's not really an optional thing. Respecting your opponent means if you're in a game, especially a team game like this, now I'm not going to be as mad if we're in the wreck, but if we're in a team game like this, there should be no reason that you can't finish the game all the way through. Unless, of course, like if your girlfriend or wife was pregnant and was time for her to go in labor or something, or if your kids is doing something and they might have got hurt. Yeah, totally understandable. But like for the most part, there should be nothing that has your attention so much that you're not respecting your opponent the entire game. I don't care how many points we're up. Because those tendencies show up when you're losing. And that's the thing I'm going to keep preaching, right? There should never be a time where we get a 5-second call. All right? Especially if you don't tell us nothing when we're playing. Like, there should never be a time where you're sitting there holding the ball for 5 seconds. And you didn't tell us you'll be back for a second or you had to go to the bathroom real quick or whatever. But, like, if nothing was said, then honestly, that's just a sign that you don't respect that your opponent can beat you. And y'all see it pretty much by the end of this third quarter. We had a chance to put the game away, and we just quit respecting our opponents. You know, we got lazy on defense and trying to make up for other people's mistakes is hard in a team game because even though we're winning, and even though we're winning a lot of games, and even though there's a good chance we're going to beat whoever we play against, that does not mean we're going to win every single game by these wide margins. And when you're in those close games, those close trenches, those little things that y'all do now matter. You know, like looking down at your phone after we just turned the ball over or something like that. That's a bad thing to do. That means you wasn't locked in. You didn't respect your opponent enough to give the game enough attention to try to win. And that's a bad thing. Like, it's a really bad thing. This game right here, okay, we pretty much had a handle on the game. But I tell you all the time, we got to stick to our principles. We should be scoring 80 points no matter what game we play. We should be on pace to score 80 points. If we don't get to 80, then we didn't play our best game. And 80 points could be that one possession that you took off. You know, that one time you decided you wanted to flop. That one time you want to take a bad shot. The one time you didn't want to box out for your teammate. Like, all these things matter. And I get it. It don't seem like it matters right now, but whenever you want to get good or great at something, it all starts with the foundation of what you build. If you build a good foundation, then you'll have success. But if you build a bad one, it's going to be pretty bad. All right? Now, hopefully you guys got something out of what I've been saying in all my videos. Again, to step your game up, I'm going to reiterate. I think he's a great individual player. But as a teammate, like right there, come on, Blaze. But as a teammate, I'm not so sure when we play against harder people if that's going to hold up. Because I can only play based off the personnel on the floor. So if Step Your Game Up is on the floor and we're playing against these top tier people, I expect him to score 30, 40 points. I don't want to hear nothing about their defense being too good or nothing like that. Like, because of what you have shown me you can present to the table, that's the caliber of player I need you to be. And you might not be able to do it all off isolation. I don't really care how you get it. Work within the team concept and get it. But that's where I expect you to be. Get some pass lane skills. If you got to drop 20 and you give me 20, that'll be the 40 points. That's fine. But I expect our play to be consistent. So I do think he's a hell of a player. Just needs to become a better team player to have more team success. His individual success will always be there. He can take bombs in a wreck and win by himself pretty much. But that doesn't help any of us here. You know. RDH, you're the co-captain. The team is pretty much going to be yours next season. Hey, make something happen with it. Somebody has to record the games so we can watch them. And then we'll just kind of go from there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.
Johnson. Number 26. That's the end of the 57, 46. It's the fourth quarter, crowd. Get up and make some noise. That's a three-pointer. Number 6. Away team. King, assisted by number 26. That's a three. Oh! 2. Assist from Carter. Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Carter. 3 points. T. Out of bounds. Number 72. Three ball. Walker. Number 35. Away team foul. Team foul. At the line for goal. At the line for 2. T. For 3. Oh! 78. 63.